What kind of awesome loot will I find this time? And should I do this or the... Yes. Rust Commons West, then Treacher's Landing. I will need to acquire...
Is shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a Molly and light some people on fire.
I'll need to acquire an SNS sticky grenade mod. Look how weak that is. Excellent fire rate, though. Raging shotgun. Not raging enough. Oh. Need to get some use out of this. Even though, as I always say, I don't like two shooters. Oh. Don't worry, I'll be getting plenty of use out of the defiler. Put that there, and that there. Rogue gunslinger. A swashbuckling rogue gunslinger. What's with my graphics? It's all muddledy cluddled. Let me check my settings for a moment. I put everything on maximum.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect
Which is where I had it. I don't know why it feels the need to... Why does the game do that? Every once in a while, it resets everything back to default. And I knew it had done that because the resolution was wrong, but I changed the resolution back to the way it was, back to the best resolution I can use with this monitor. That's why those bars are on the sides. Oh.
Want to make it bigger, boom? I have better mod. I got all kinds.
Ha! See, 9 levels of difference versus 2 label colors difference. Still, and what's the resale value? 8.9 versus 7.5. Still, I want green or better.
I should get you right now.
Never mind what I was talking about before, that's boring stuff.
Welcome to my shop. Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TVR makes an easy-to-use gun. Pleasure to be here. New opportunities we only dream. Welcome to my shop.
Also interested in corrosive rubberized grenades. Oh, speaking of which, I probably pointed this out way back during Playthru 1, but typo. I used to proofread Yellow Page ads for a living.
Give me a shout if I can help.
He's a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles.
Good price. But I really want something with it.
You know what you need to know.
150 or better recharge rate.
Give us your hungry, and we'll give them our leftovers. Give us your poor, and we'll give them a job that might pay. Give us your weary, and we'll make them sing us a song. We are Atlas.
The Type 4 barrel in Borderlands 1 resembles the Torg barrel in Borderlands 2. Pistol barrel. And the Type 5 resembles the Jacobs. I like how in Borderlands 2 the Jacobs revolver barrel is octagonal. Reminiscent of the octagonal barrels of Old West style rifles. Lever actions, rolling blocks, falling blocks, etc. Some were octagonal, others were half octagon. That has a Type 2 barrel, so I know it's not going to be as good as the one I've got back in my Underdome stash. Good scope, though. Type 2. And what will that be? That looks like S&S. Will it be a gunslinger class mod? It's a purple. Will it be a 5-line? 4-line. Still, let's see how it compares. I like ammo regen. Let's see how this compares to this. Fire rate test. First, without gunslinger comp. Now with. Now the doll, without comp. Now with. Because this one has the better body type.
Take up arms to fight the oppressors. You must leave the fighting to us when our schedule will permit your defense. If you are stabbed, control the bleeding as best you can. If you find yourself bitten, walk it off. We will protect you. Oh. I really want that good recharge rate. Why'd you jump out to the right, Mordy? Well, I didn't tell him to do that. He just sort of did it.
Make sure you pack it.
Alright, now.
Are you about ready to get rolling?
Please quit resetting my missions.
Funny thing about selling. Everyone needs to buy, but no one wants to be sold. Not everyone has the knack for selling, you know. Take you, for instance. You always accept the price as is. You don't even try to negotiate. If you find that fault, you're going to need a partner who knows how to sell. A partner like me.
Yeah, sure, that's not my area of expertise anyway, so have at it.
Alright, boys, take them out! Beat it!
Spider ants. Usually more. Where are they?
That hurt?
Oh. Not my style. Only 2 shots and it's way too easy to miss.
You didn't like that?
You can tell I was playing Borderlands 2 because I keep trying to sprint forward while strafing diagonally, which you can do in Borderlands 2. Why shouldn't you be able to? Exploding.
You want some of this?
Bloodwing stunning. Good job. You've got an exploding gun.
Nothing like a challenging kill.
Does Torg ever address this? Like in Campaign of Carnage, does he ever explain why he did that? Or was it not his idea? Was it someone who worked for the Torg company? What am I stuck on? Something blue.
That hurt?
Why am I using a shotgun when I'm a gunslinger? I could be using the masher instead. Because blade. That's why.
Like that?
Mix it up a bit. Something blue and something purple.
That hurt?
A double X Jake with a Type 3 scope. Looks like a Type 5 barrel. Long Thunder. Yep, Type 5 barrel. Type 3 scope. Don't know what the type is on that stock, but I know it's a good stock. Now where's that blue thing? Right there. Man. What's the damage on this? 607. 6-7. Something bigger.
Kill them all! Gun them down!
I infrequently perish. Yeah.
You like that? What are you looking at?
Ravager. One of my favorite guns in Borderlands 2. Well, this is definitely good, but Skullmatcher.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Lando has your needs covered.
Let's see how these compare. If that Anaconda was a 3-shooter, I could maybe get some use out of it. But because it's a 2-shooter, it's not my style. And that Long Thunder fire rate is just a bit too slow. I know my Skullmaster has a fire rate of 0.5, and that's tolerable. On a sniper rifle, anyway. Oh, I'll hold on to them for now. The double X material type is really at its best on shotguns and mashers, because those are the guns that really, when they're double X, a double X Jake shotgun or masher, that's the kind of gun that will really blast enemies away, and that's just plain fun.
Time for a nice relaxing ride.
Why are you red? Why was that necessary? No scope, no problem. Now, how should I approach this? On playthrough 1, I think I came in from the other way. Figures a rocket launcher, a mounted launcher made by Treacher, wouldn't be able to destroy skitterlings with one rocket. Hyperion and Treacher both make 7 types of weapons each. And in the case of Treacher, that's assuming that we include that and that. That's why they have unlimited ammo.
Blast him! More meat for me!
There he is.
Time to
Wasn't looking at my red dots. I thought he was coming up from behind me. Can I electrify him from here? Knock out his shield? Of course not. Somehow I was able to dodge my blasts, even though... Never mind. Of course. Get all the piss ants out of my face.
That hurt?
So they're not distracting. hate Type 1 scopes.
Big, so angry, so dead.
Now, I get the Mad Jack. I'll pick up his eye and everything. Not my style, but I could have some fun with it. Not my style because of its randomness. Has what appears to be a Type 1 body. There's Jack's other eye. Jack is a nickname for John. John, John. Some people actually don't know that. But now you do! Oh, it's a mellow one. The reason I say it's not my style is because of the randomness of it. Which is, of course, the whole point of the thing. That's why it's the Mad Jack. Might as well get some use out of it.
It's time!
He was doing the screw loose strut. Now let's see what kind of fire rate it just naturally has without being augmented. Pretty good. And that's despite the fact that it has a Type 1 body type. Ricochet rocket bullets. Exploding bullets. the added effect of ricochet. Oh, I left my car over here. Sometimes I forget that you can drive over that. What appears to be an obstruction that really isn't.
You didn't like that?
Sometimes the bullets go right past, even if you're aiming, right past the enemy. Waited, Jake. Go, go, go.
I don't think he likes me.
I accidentally called Bloodwing back because my fingers flipped out, I guess. Oh, what else can I get done? Turn this into Crazy Earl, so I might as well go back to New Haven. I think before I do that, though, I forgot if your vehicle does. It's a bug hunt. Interested in corrosive rubberized grenades that are the same level as the incendiary the fire ones that I currently have. In the pre-sequel, Nisha's one for each of you skill. The name is, of course, a reference to Tombstone. Anyway, it's a lot like an idea I had some years ago. I always thought, I don't know what made me think of it, but gunslinger Mordy could maybe be able to dual wield pistols, handguns. Like maybe you could use once the skill is activated. What's the thing called? I can't. The thing that does the thing. Digistruct technology. And it would create a duplicate handgun for his left hand. And why would it be limited to that specific purpose? Well, you can make up whatever reason you want for that. That's an example where it's okay to utilize video game logic. Yeah. Good barrel type. Skimpy mag. Low accuracy for that barrel type because it's a Vlad. Good damage for level 37. Excellent fire rate. Still, it gets sold. Still need some no wait. The mission I'm thinking of is the fish mission. That's the mission I need the sticky grenades for. I don't really need them. It just makes it easier, since you need grenades to dislodge the fish. Four for 4. Purdy explosion. It's not often that I score 4 lethal strikes in a row. Uninterrupted. Oh, so satisfying. Satisfaction abounds. This would make a good sniper's perch. I wonder what's over there. Cactus plants. So, is that what those are? Cactus plants? I call them cactoids. Cactoid.
This one's hardly. Get you one.
Oh, and I remembered where that tune that's been stuck in my head, where that comes from. It's from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I blame the nostalgia critic. For reminding me.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TVR makes an easy-to-use gun.
Danny Elfman rules.
Stand right up. Best prices available on all weapons and gear.
Jim, we lost Jess to the Browns.
Kidnap the Santa Claus. Throw him in a bag. Shoot him in the face with the fully loaded mag. Hodonk emblem.
Yes? Did you need something?
Well, I guess I've got to get some use out of that. .7 fire rate and a 12-round mag. Typically, I will accept only a fire rate of 10 or better for a combat rifle and an 18-round mag. But other than that, this is a well-parted combat rifle. And I didn't notice this before, but this has a Type 2 stock, which you don't typically find on combat rifles. That's a machine gun stock. The same way you don't find Type 1 stocks on machine guns, unless they're machine guns that you can't actually get. Like the one that you see outside Marcus's shop at T-Bone Junction. That's much better than a Type 1 scope.
Shooting bullets just not cool enough for you? Get a belly on and light some people on fire.
That's 7.7 fire rate. It just doesn't cut it.
Hello. Let me know if there is anything I can do for you.
7.6. Be sure to give them a stern talking to about their business practices. So that doesn't mean it was Torg flexing them. It just means that the culprits were from the Torg company. Interestingly enough, though, when I play Krieg in Borderlands 2, I typically go with a Mania build, and I get extensive use out of Torg weaponry. Don't let the stats fool you. Look at the difference in resale value, even though there's 2 levels difference, same label color. This is just a good, well-balanced machine gun.
Going up to the vault? Better all go down with the best.
How much time is
If you want
left?
to get to the vault first, you're gonna need to eliminate the competition.
Anything to do for
Hey,
Scooter?
you holler when you need me, alright? How you heard the news? Don't seem to make it too big of sense with the ball being real and all.
Why doesn't that make 2 beans of sense, Scooter? It makes perfect sense. It's a place that exists. There's nothing mystical about it.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold
Oh,
the power of
if
the
only that
gods
was a
in
double
your
anarchy.
hands.
A double anarchy parted like this, made by Torg, would be top notch. Oh, look at this now. If this had an 18-round mag, I would buy it in a heartbeat.
A sniper without a sniper comm is just a guy with a gun. Find the comm that's right. Get your minutes here.
Oh, let's see. See how the Long Thunder compares to my Liquid Lance. As expected. Keeping the Lance, I'm selling the Thunder. Oh, let's see how the Skullmasher compares. As expected. See how this compares. To this. could just go ahead and sell this. And the Sentinel, but I might as well have some fun with them first. Oh, I know I said I would try to go to Rust Commons East the regular way, just as a sake of formality. But hey, it's already on my fast travel list, so. Same diff. I'm just coming here to check the shops.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun. Needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles. Only buy the best. If the vault is real, you'll be able to afford it.
I can afford it now.
Hi there.
Hey, don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride. Hey, let's get you rolling, man.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
The dust. I've been farming the dust in Borderlands 2 extensively. See if I can remember everything I found there using various characters. Oh, Infinity. Scored an Infinity from a slot machine. Wow. If this had that vent rib mounted iron sights that I like, this would be, I mean, this is a machine pistol built on a repeater frame. Even without augmentation. And I'll talk about all the stuff I found in the dust some other time. No, I won't. I'll talk about it now. Infinity, found from, scored that from the gambling machine at the Dulwell Oasis gas station. Two different Baruchs. One Electric. Several different minutas, slag, fire, 2 different acid ones. One of the acid ones has a bayonet. 3 different hammer busters. One of them has a bayonet. Oh, and a nukem.
You like that?
But I wasn't farming specifically for legendaries. I was just farming for good gear. Legendary or otherwise. Found a couple of Ravagers. A couple of quads. A blue label Hulk. A green label Bad Touch Hulk. And never mind that it's green label, it's awesome. The Bad Touch Hulk is my jam.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Now I'll get some use out of the Sentinel, and then that machine gun. Have you ever gotten a Crimson Lance in Borderlands 1? Hyperion Lance with the Crimson material type.
Keep shooting!
Not impressed so far. That right there is an awesome SMG. That's a Type 5 barrel, right? Best barrel type. That's not bad. It's got a 55 round drum. Vent rib mounted iron sights. Just a well-rounded SMG. Not hugely thrilling. Not fancy, but functional. Now look at that. The parts are mismatched. It has a Type 5 barrel, a Type 5 receiver, a Type 1 scope, Type 1 stock, but that's tolerable. The Type 1 scope it ruins it. Now let's see if it has an 18-round mag. Yeah. No, it would have gotten sold anyway. This is being held back by two features. The scope and the mag. $15. Fire rate. See, this would be such an awesome gun. And I've been really hoping to find a good dual combat rifle. There's certainly no shortage of dual combat rifles. It's just you don't usually find them with a good combination of parts. Bumblebee machine gun. Well, at least I can say I got some use out of the Sentinel and this moderately glorious machine gun. Good gun, just not great, I guess.
Doll makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one. Get your mans here. Teach those last guys a thing or two about firepower. Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vlado has
Sheesh.
your needs covered.
Yeah, it's a burst fire, but still 24.3 fire rate. 78 accuracy, though. Why do you need a 4.1 power scope on a machine pistol with an accuracy of 78? I could work with this. It's a 37.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is first aid kit.
I'm just saying I could work with it. Not going to buy it, but if I found it, I might get some use out of it. Tactician. In Borderlands 2, I often use Determined Tactician as my class mod of choice for Axton. Oh, I might as well get some more use out of the Anaconda. Cobra's not getting sold anytime soon. But I should get some use out of the Liquid Lance also. And I'll probably have some more fun with the Mad Jack. Just a moment. I'm back. Maybe I will find sticky grenades.
Step right up. This place is available on all weapons. Step right up.
Another victim.
That'll come in handy later. I knew I'd screw that up.
Feel it.
See what we've got here. $24. 2 dozen. You know how a baker's dozen came to be? Where are you going? Oh, why is it so much fun to do that? Magnus. Not as good as the one I've got back in my Underdome stash. Still worth it for the resale value. This is such a well-parted masher. Type 4 barrel, a good body type. I wonder if Swift mashers can have Type 4 barrels. I don't know if there's a restriction on that or not, or if it's just a coincidence that I've never found one parted that way. All the Swift Masters I've ever found that I can recall anyway, I've always had a Type 1 or 2 barrel. See what I did there? kidnap the Santa Claus, throw him in a bag, shoot him in the face with a fully loaded mag. I know I don't need to reload since I only fired 2 shots, but you know how it is in this game. You press the use key and reload for some reason, and that just distracts me. Distracts me because it doesn't make sense. I'm a Truxican wrestler moonlighting as a dominatrix. This Thanatos is kind of quite a bit. Pop Skull. Kind of quite a bit ultra awesome. Is that a Ranger class mod? TDO Ranger level 40, I'm guessing. And I might be totally off. Let's see. Level 40, TDO Ranger. It might have been some kind of Siren class mod. I just happen to be right this time. Oh. Where should I go and what should I do while I'm here? Might as well scrounge some stuff. Then there's that on a boat thing. But I'll be coming back here later, so I'll have a chance to do that then. Oh, this one has the good sights. No sights, good sights, no sights. You see the difference at part types? It's not so much the fact that it's green label, it's the fact that it's green label and it has a type 1 barrel. Both of those combined. Oh, he's got a rocket launcher. A shield breaker launcher even. That means I'm not going to be able to take the time probably not, anyway, to aim. Splash damage. How clever of him to aim at the ground. Stuck on the scenery.
Like that?
This is such an awesome sniper rifle. Nothing special about it, no special effects, it's just well parted. And it's a Hyperion. I should have saved that gas tank. Finish him. 5. You saw the small amount of health he had left, and it took 5 hits because I couldn't get a lethal strike. I know I don't need to keep picking up the bottles of booze. What went wrong there? No scope, no problem. See what happens if I do this. What? Oh. What do I hope to find? Something better than that. How about a combat rifle that's actually good? Doesn't even have to be a fancy one. Stomper, a doll stomper is preferred. Level 43 or better. Hyperion Cobra would be my second choice, level 42 or better. The important thing is it has to be parted to my liking. Any kind of stock is acceptable. Any barrel type, type 4 is preferred, but I'll accept even a type 1. Even any body type is acceptable. I just want the two conditions that I want to have to be met are type 2 sight or better and 18 round mag. Did I just pick up a combat rifle? It's a white label. It's a dull, I think. Yeah, it's a crap one.
You like that?
Finish him! Finish him! Finish him too! That'll be for another time. Finish him! Finish him! Hey, what's that? Purple label, looks like a Malawan revolver, but what flavor? Electric, I think? Yeah. Nice. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? This has a better body type. This has the same Type 5 barrel as my Defiler back in my Underdome stash. But this has the better body type. Just like this. If I find a Defiler with a not as good barrel but a better body type, I'll probably keep both for some time. But I'll probably favor the one with the better body type, depending on accuracy. Might have sorta lied to you. Need to get some more use out of this.
I sort of lied to you. That alien vault crap a map you looking for? Tom stole it. He stabbed me twice.
And looky here, the thing I will be needing later.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles?
I wonder how much money I actually have. Look at that. Didn't I just buy those?
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par.
Did I just buy those and then sell? What? Yeah, that's what I did. Bought them and then sold them right back. Where's my mind brain? And then, right after that happened, I found
Right here.
oh yeah, that's right, you can't do that. What am I doing? That's just one of those things. No big deal. That was odd. For a moment I thought I was going to get screwed out of that purple revolver because that skag pile just sort of appears there the way it does. Oh, that's more like it. Right out of the air. Zone sportsmanship style.
What you want? What you want? Don't you hurry back!
While I'm here. Should get some more use out of the Mad Jack.
Constrict the flesh so the will.
Hard to aim because of the recoil. Oh, you see how I tried to throw it over him to hit the guys behind him? Why didn't that work? That's just a good, well-rounded SMG. Oh! That's a mine. A flat-off mine. It'll detonate eventually. Where's that spot? And 2 electrics. Right here.
Another walking meat puppet!
You lost?
You just walked into the wrong part of town. The meat puppet!
always the extra time. Ridiculous extra time. But of course I didn't have to pull this thing out just for the satisfaction of extra melee damage. I didn't have to do that, I wanted to. But that's why that happened.
You want me to share?
Just a whole lot of meh. Not one decent combat rifle. I can find decent machine guns, but I can't find a decent combat rifle. See how much time is left.
Borderlands got nothing on my weapons.
Go ahead and sell Mad Jack. Sold the sticky again. Only this time I was aware of it.
If you need healing, step right up.
I'll check the Underdome shops. Too bad that's a white label.
Can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed. Nothing's a real doctor when you get my machines and they're scary things.
How much time is left? Just under 5 minutes. Stash that. I think I can pick up some other missions now that I've got the Crom mission active. Pretty sure there are other missions that I can pick up. What's the one guy's name? Reaver?
Hey man, hey, you need some? Why now?
Hey, he's willing
Oh, there are new missions available at the New Haven bounty board.
If this had an 18-round mag, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. It has the right kind of sight, Type 2. Has a Type 5 barrel, a good stock. Type 1 body, but I can work with that. It's only being held back by its mag capacity.
Greetings! Helena Pierce has more jobs for you in New Haven.
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here. That's all for the time being.
Mr. Johns. Can't help but wonder if that name is in reference to Johns from Pitch Black, the first Riddick movie. What do you think would be the most ultimately perfect masher? I think it would be an Atlas with a Type 4 barrel, a Type 5 body, and a 3-shot cylinder. Sure, it would be more powerful with a 2-shot cylinder, the Type 5. But 3 shots is better than 2. Like in Borderlands 2, the Hulk compared to the Ravager, I actually prefer the Hulk because it does most of the damage that the Ravager does per shot at the consumption of 3 cartridges instead of 4. So it's more efficient.
Hey, you see my gun?
Doll makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
Give me a Stomper with an 18-round mag and a Type 2 sight or better. Those are the only 2 stipulations. It's like you almost heard what I said. Or you heard what I said and completely ignored me. This doesn't meet either of the 2 conditions. 12-round mag, Type 1 sight. Excellent fire rate. Oh. Why do you do this to me?
Welcome to my shop.
This will be for next time, or could check the shops. Middle of nowhere, nah. I'll save that for next time. I'll just check these shops and then call it for this episode.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, SNS has the solution. More bullets.
Penetrator.
All SNS guns have extended magazines.
Now, this is actually a legendary. I've never seen it with a blue label before, always with a purple, but it's supposed to be orange because it's supposed to be a legendary. That gets bought.
Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations. Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
Now, if only I could find...
Doll makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective. And
Selling the
you're
Anaconda.
strong enough to hold one.
Just acquired one doll legendary and now I'm about to sell another. Give me one I can work with. Oh. Before I call it, I might as well check the shops here. And what if I end up scoring a good doll combat rifle, preferably a Stomper, doesn't necessarily have to be. Could be Stomper, could be Cobra, could be just a good, well-parted combat rifle that meets my stipulations, that has an urban camo color scheme to match my masher and my penetrator. But if I do come across that here, it'll be a higher level than these. So it won't match exactly.
Going up against a bedrock opponent?
Most people wouldn't care about that. And it's not like I'm that OCD. Quite so OCD to just such a degree.
Time to time, so make sure your machine
But close.
I sure got you right now.
Time for a nice...
I have that really good doll shotgun too.
Give us your
Level 50 in my Underdome stash. But it doesn't have a blade.
Come on in and take a look at it.
Jacob's guns do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
This meets all the requirements except magazine size.
Keep at it, my friend.
Someone always has the upper hand. Maybe
Intel, friend.
See, this is why
Can I help you?
just about everyone prefers machine guns over combat rifles. It's so hard to find a good one.
You need something? You got what you need, now scram.
and you won't regret it.
Well, looks like I'm turning into quite the doll man.
What do you need? I think we're done here.
In Borderlands 2, the accent I use for my LP, I named him Dollman. D-A-H-L. Of course, in reference to the character played by Tim Thomerson. And even though I'm holding on to the shield, even though this doll shield has a numerically higher
Wanna shoot a lot of bullets really fast?
recharge rate.
Has your needs covered.
And do ancient shields, no matter what their numeric value is for recharge rate, don't they get a bonus on top of that because they're ancient? I don't know for sure,
Step right up.
but it's always seemed like they do. Could just be my imagination. See what I'm doing here? Now, should I break out the doll shotgun? If it had a blade on it, I would.
Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
I can work with this. Type 2 scope. Dig it. Fire rate on this leaves something to be desired.
Who knows what you're gonna find in the vault? Make sure you're packing.
Yeah. Probably end up selling that just because of the fire rate. But I'll hold on to it as a placeholder until I find a suitable replacement. Till next time, catch you on the flip side.